Motocrossing nations come to the line for the first race of the 1989 Motocross Nations. 125 and 500cc bikes blast off together into the first bend, down the straight, around the tree, and it looks like a superb start for Britain's Dave Thorpe aboard the 500, and also for the American Jeff Ward aboard his 500cc Kawasaki. Ward goes around the outside on the green Kawasaki, and it's Jeff Ward who gets the whole shot. Ward already establishing the dominance of the Americans. As they go up the hill for the first time, there's a faller there, but he's safely avoided by the rest of the pack, and it's Jeff Ward in the lead. The American, he was here in 1985 on a 250. He's back again on a 500 and leading the world. It's Ward leading from Dave Thorpe, the reigning world 500cc champion, as the rest of the field stream after them. And as Dave Thorpe said, the start all important, for already Jeff Ward has got away. In second place, it's David Thorpe. Behind him, it's Jeff Leask from Australia. But just look at that, a terrific lead already. As to the cheers of this massive 30,000 strong crowd at the Geldorf circuit, it's Jeff Ward who leads. Number 10 there aboard his Yamaha, that's Kurt Lundqvist from Sweden, but he's way behind already and a lot of ground to catch up. Flying high into the air, the world's best motocrossers, former world 500cc champion there, number 4, that's George Jobet. But the number 1 plate holder is Jeff Ward for this race. The Motocross Nations, an absolutely unique competition, the only time when 125cc bikes race alongside 250s and 500s. The format then for this event, 3 30-minute legs. In the first leg, 125s race against 500s. In the second legs, it's the 125s versus the 250s. And in the final, third and final leg, it's 250s and 500s racing together. That's number 60, Jamie Dobb, Britain's 125cc representative. He's going extremely well in his class as Thorpe closes up right on the back wheel of Jeff Ward. It's a Kawasaki versus Honda battle. And next year, these two men could well be on the same make of machinery, for Dave Thorpe is switching to Kawasaki. This, his last World Championship race for Honda. It's Ward leading on the number 1 Kawasaki. And giving chase, Britain's Dave Thorpe, the 26-year-old 500cc world champion. Leask is third, a man tipped as a future world 500cc champion. But at the moment, it's Ward. Thorpe giving chase aboard that 500cc Works Honda. And his teammate Jeff Leask in third position, the Australian team captain. Ward out front, but Thorpe not far behind. And this is the battle for 125 supremacy. Jamie Dobb, John Van Dorn, and Kidrowski is up there too. Jeff Ward then, leading overall and leading the 500cc battle past the finish line. Just a few yards ahead of David Thorpe, the number 58 man. Jamie Dobb leading that 125cc fight from Van Dorn, and Kidrowski giving chase with all he's worth. Jeff Ward leads for Kawasaki. Now, can Thorpe stay on terms with the Kawasaki kid in front of him? Back with the 125cc battle, and number 6 is Mark Bervuts from Belgium. The Belgians strongly fancied to challenge the Americans, but at the moment it looks like it's Great Britain who are challenging the Americans. 24 is Yves de Maria. He's well up in that 125cc battle. But Ward looks as if he's pulling away from David Thorpe. The crowd urging Thorpe on. There are an awful lot of Britons who've made the journey to Geldorf to cheer on their heroes, but it's Ward from Thorpe at the moment, and Thorpe could well be losing some ground here. Jeff Ward showing just why he's been one of America's top motocross riders for so long. Ward from Thorpe, but Thorpe certainly won't be giving up in that fight. Kidrowski powering on in the 125cc battle as Jeff Ward takes the outside line, finds the loose earth at the side of that corner and powers out of the left-hander in his efforts to get clear of David Thorpe. And at the moment, those efforts are paying off. Ward finds a smooth line down there. Number 40, Jeff Leask, is giving chase, and 73, Dietmar Lacker's up there too, for the home team, the Germans. David Thorpe in second position, but can he get back on terms with Jeff Ward? As Thorpe said earlier, the start all important, and Ward managed to get away. Thorpe unable at the moment to get back on terms with him. That's Mike Kidrowski And he's just passed Jamie Dobbs, so the American 125 man is ahead of the Briton. And that's the case in the 500cc battle as well, with Jeff Ward ahead of David Thorpe. Kawasaki leading Honda, America leading Great Britain. Now Thorpe looks as though he's got the bit between his teeth and has carved back that gap. Jeff Ward can't rest easy at the moment because now David Thorpe's right on his tail again. Thorpe found some second wind. Up into third place has gone number 73, Dietmar Lacker for the Germans, followed by number 40, Jeff Leask for Australia. But in the 125cc class, it's Belgium leading the USA now. Mark Bevutz leading with Mike Kidrowski in second place. Ward still holding on. He looks to have shrugged off that challenge from Britain's World 500cc champion, Dave Thorpe. And it's Jeff Ward still holding sway overall and in the 500cc battle. And this leading duo setting a scorching pace. It won't be too long before they're lapping the likes of number 64, Peter Hansen, the Swedish team captain. It's Ward still from Thorpe. That's the number 10 bike of Kurt Lundqvist from Finland. Number 4 is the former world champion George Jobé. 6, Mark Bevutz is still ahead of the leading American, Mike Kidrowski. But for how long? It looks like Kidrowski, a newcomer, remember, to this type of racing, is preparing to mount a challenge. The American flag waves on the race leader, Jeff Ward. Ward still leads for Kawasaki. For Honda, it's Dave Thorpe in second place. America versus Britain. And it's America who's holding sway at the moment. They're leading in the 500cc class. Can Mike Kidrowski get up into the lead in the 125cc category? Thorpe still hasn't given up. That's number 10, Lundqvist, still battling away ahead of number 4, Georges Jobé. 28, Trampas Parker, the American who's riding for Italy in this event. Jeff Ward still leading, with David Thorpe trying everything he knows to get back on terms. But the two bikes very evenly matched, the two men very evenly matched in terms of ability. Ward got ahead at the start, and he's held on to that advantage tenaciously. It's still Ward from Thorpe. Dietmar Lacker in third, and Jeff Leask in fourth position, in the distinctive green livery of the Australian team. Kidrowski's got ahead in the 125cc battle, so it's Kidrowski now ahead of number 6, Bevutz, and in third place there, John van den Berg for the Netherlands team. Ward in absolutely magnificent form, and there's not many people who can beat Dave Thorpe when he's in form. Thorpe is very much in form too, in second place, but Thorpe won't be happy with that. He'll still be trying everything he knows to get back on terms. Kidrowski leading the 125cc battle. So it's America leading in each class. For the purposes of the overall score, the two races are regarded as separate events. So the winner of the 500cc class will get 1 point, the second place 2, and so on down the order. And it's the same in the 125s. So if America stay ahead in the 500s and ahead in the 125cc category, they'll get a perfect 2-point score. And that's what they're aiming for. Meanwhile, the battles rage on down the field. Lundqvist trying to get back on terms, pick up a few more points. It's still not over for Mike Kidrowski, though, because he's been relegated to second place. The new leader in the 125 class is 24, Yves Demaria for France. But there's no sign of a new leader in the 500cc category. That's still Jeff Ward. And still in second place is David Thorpe. Thorpe trying everything he knows, but he just can't seem to reel in the runaway Kawasaki rider. Look at the crowd urging on David Thorpe. But it's Jeff Ward still holding sway. Dave Thorpe still in second place overall. The European crowd don't get many opportunities to see the Americans in action. But when they do, they really are a magnificent sight. Jeff Ward giving a perfect display of motocross at its absolute finest. Jeff Ward leads, Dave Thorpe in second place for Great Britain. But it looks once again as if the Americans are heading towards a Motocross the Nations victory if they carry on like this. Jeff Ward carefully picking off the back markers one by one, making sure he doesn't get himself into any trouble at all. It can win you a lot of time if you can get through cleanly without any problems. Ward goes through to pass Alan Morrison, the Irish rider, number 39. Thorpe safely passed as well. But it's Jeff Ward who's well and truly made this race his own. He's mastered this Geldorf circuit, which winds through the magnificent pasture lands of Germany. Ward from Thorpe, and now it looks very much as if Thorpe is going to have to settle for that second place, or maybe hope that some misfortune befalls the runaway race leader, Jeff Ward. It's Ward for Kawasaki, and he knows he has victory in this first 30-minute leg of the 1989 Motocross the Nations within his grasp. Ward rips a tear off from his goggles to make sure he's got a clear view of the road ahead as Thorpe gives chase. Ward lapping rider after rider in his relentless progress. 45 is Alan Dyke from Canada. The Canadians a welcome addition to this Motocross the Nations. Thorpe still in second place. And these two really are well out on their own. There's nobody to challenge them. It would take a disaster for them to slip down the order. Jeff Ward takes the checkered flag to win the first leg of the Motocross the Nations. In second place, as he has been throughout the race, it's David Thorpe. And heading towards victory in the 125cc category, Mike Kidrowski, the 20-year-old American, drafted into the American squad at the last